This morning on DC News Now, we're talking about this system sliding through. We did see a few sprinkles earlier this morning, but now we're drying things out. It's looking about that chance for a few slick spots, so take it easy on your travels. I'll have more details again towards the rest of that work week forecast coming up.
Also coming up this morning, arrested for misleading police. What we know about the husband in the case of a DC real estate executive who went missing in Boston.
Plus, ending on a high note, we've got highlights from the Commanders' season finale win.
And in Brazil, supporters of the former president storming government buildings in the country's capital. What happened and how the U.S. is now responding.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, good Monday morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We want to go right to meteorologist Jackie Layer with a check on our Monday forecast. And Jackie, those cooler temperatures are back.
Yes, and it's much more seasonable out there to kickstart your Monday morning and also to kickstart the work week. We're going to be seeing those temperatures remaining right around normal for this time of the year. And satellite and radar from earlier this morning, we did see a few of those light sprinkles, even a few light snow flurries earlier right around the four-state region, but those have since dissipated and worked their way farther off towards our north and east. So zooming on in to show you, mainly around the four-state region, we did see a few blips of blue earlier this morning, indicating a few of those flurries, but those have since dissipated and moved out. Farther south and east, really what's left of any of that precipitation is mainly farther south and east. We did see a few blips of green into far southeasternmost parts of Maryland and even across parts of Virginia, but those again have since already moved out this morning. So in terms of temperatures, though, we're into lower 30s farther off towards the north, upper 30s closer towards the DC as well as Fredericksburg. That wind starting to pick up, especially back off towards the mountains region. We'll notice that wind across the region later on today will be breezy for your Monday afternoon, but high temperatures varying upper 40s later on this afternoon with more of that sunshine developing, which is great news for any outdoor plans that you may have later on today. I'll have more details looking towards the rest of that 7-day coming up. But Shanika's here with the latest look at traffic. How's it looking?
No problems right now. We're looking at Maryland, Prince George's County, inner and outer loop right near 210 Indian Head Highway. As time goes on, though, watch for inner loop delays in that area. Now, off of the Beltway, watch for a crash off of Pennsylvania Avenue heading south right near Suitland Parkway, not causing a delay right now. As time goes on, if it's still there, you might start to see some backups build in that area. 95 on the Maryland side looks good. Still, the inner and outer loop through Silver Spring, Montgomery County looks good. Off of the Beltway, watch for police activity. This is off of Georgia Avenue and University Boulevard, not causing much of a problem so far.
All right, your time right now is coming up on 6:02. A big backup on the Beltway. A tractor trailer fire shut down the outer loop of 495 for several hours on Sunday afternoon. Cars actually had to turn around just after the American Legion Bridge right near Georgetown Pike in Virginia. Crews from Montgomery and Fairfax counties did help put out that fire. That road reopened at about 6 o'clock last night.
And happening today, the husband of a missing D.C. real estate executive is expected to appear in court after being charged with misleading a police investigation. DC News Now's Randy Bass is in studio this morning breaking down the latest details in this case. Good morning, Randy.
Yeah, good morning, Corey. This is Anna Walsh, now missing for 9 days. Last seen in Cohasset, Massachusetts, early on New Year's Day. She had plans to take a ride share to the airport to fly back to D.C., here where she works. But records show she may have never actually gotten into the car, and she didn't get on that plane to DCA. Her employer and her husband didn't report her missing until January 4th. Cohasset police announced the arrest of her husband, Brian Walsh, last night, saying that during the investigation, he made statements misleading police. As for the investigation here in the district, D.C. police went to her townhouse in Friendship Heights the day she was reported missing, but she wasn't there, and they say they didn't find anything unusual. Police haven't had any luck trying to track any activity of hers online either.
It's very difficult, as you know, nowadays not to leave an electronic footprint or some type of footprint with your debit cards or your credit cards, and none of these things have been active since the first of the year.
It's not clear what exactly police believe her husband may have allegedly misled them about during this investigation. The department says new details and documents may or may not come out with today's court hearing in Massachusetts. But we'll be sure to bring you those updates as we get them into our newsroom. For DC News Now, I'm Randy Bass. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Randy. Police are investigating a deadly shooting on Quincy Street Northeast after a homeowner opened fire on a 13-year-old, police say. Karan Blake was shot and killed just before 4 o'clock Saturday morning. The man who shot the teen told police that he believed that teen was breaking into cars. He went outside with a gun and interacted with the teen before firing that gun, killing the 13-year-old. As of right now, that man is not facing any charges. And covering Virginia, an update in the case of a first-grade teacher shot in a classroom by her 6-year-old student.
Yeah, the mayor of Newport News says she is showing signs of improvement. Now, the 6-year-old and teacher reportedly got into an altercation at Rich Neck Elementary School Friday. That is when the student allegedly pulled out a handgun and shot her. No other students or staff members were injured. Classes at Rich Neck Elementary are canceled today, and it is not known how the child got access to the gun. And developing now, Brazilian authorities are investigating after thousands of people stormed Brazil's Congress, Supreme Court, and presidential palace. Supporters of the ex-president Jair Bolsonaro were demanding a military takeover against the newly inaugurated leftist leader, Luiz Lula da Silva. Now, windows were broken, furniture flipped over, and computers and printers smashed inside buildings. This comes after months of Bolsonaro stirring up fears about the country's electronic voting system. Now, he called the election that he lost rigged without evidence. 300 people have already been arrested in Brazil, according to police. And President Biden responding to the news, writing, quote, "I condemn the assault on democracy and on the peaceful transfer of power in Brazil. Brazil's democratic institutions have our full support, and the will of the Brazilian people must not be undermined." He added that he looks forward to working with the elected president as well.
And in the district, the Walmart on H Street is apologizing to customers for inconveniences caused by a refrigeration outage. Now, the impacted store is at 99 H Street in Northwest. A statement from Walmart claims that they are working actively to fix that system. They expect everything to be operational over the next few days. They did not reveal, though, if the food went to waste because of that outage.
Your time right now is 6:05. Legal marijuana is coming to Prince George's County this year, but some say equity should be factored in it as well. Our Yamari Sase has a look at a new petition.
Expungement, equitable access for business owners, and reinvesting in communities. Those are just some of the few things that advocacy groups here want to see lawmakers do now that marijuana will be legalized this summer.
I wanted them to have a very strong lens of equity in relation to how these laws are created, as well as the distribution of funds and profits from this particular sale of this drug.
In just a few months, marijuana will be legalized in Maryland, and supporters in Prince George's County are hoping lawmakers will consider a few factors as they draft the new legislation.
I think we have a really great opportunity in the state of Maryland to set a precedent for really kind of righting the wrongs that incarcerating individuals on marijuana and cannabis have done, particularly in the capacity of you're now moving to, legalize this particular drug and sell it and get massive profits in the millions and billions of dollars.
Opportunities like expungement. According to the passed bill, legalization will allow all possession charges in the state to be removed by July 2024. Advocates will also like to see opportunities for business owners.
Black and brown communities were incarcerated for selling it. So for it to now be legal and Black and brown communities don't have access to the same sort of business license or capital or revenue or licenses through the state to sell it, that's again kind of like penalizing.
And those who signed a petition want the profits to be reinvested in the community.
It's just imperative that those funds go back to the communities that you were incarcerating people, for in regards to selling weed and selling cannabis. That's just what's right, So then you should really go back to repairing and reinvesting in the communities that were destroyed.
Now, we did reach out to lawmakers, but did not get a response back just yet. But Maryland lawmakers are working to develop these new rules and laws that will be applied to this new industry starting this summer. For now, reporting in Prince George's County, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
All right, your time right now is 6:08. Bill Safety Damar Hamlin cheered on his team as he continues recovering from cardiac arrest. Check this out. He tweeted this photo with the caption, "Game time," ahead of that opening kickoff. Buffalo came out strong, scoring on the Bills' first play since Hamlin collapsed on the field last week. Now, it was also Buffalo's first return touchdown in 3 years and 3 months. Hamlin wears the number 3.